Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm painting a silhouetted cat sat on a rooftop, bathed in a beautiful sunset, and I'm working on a tiny little canvas, so there will be plenty of close-up brush sounds for you to relax to. I've not really got too much of a plan for this, just putting down some nice colours and letting them swirl and blend together. In the lower third of the image, I'm going to paint in a rooftop. So we'll start that off with ultramarine, building up a chimney over to the right, just little marks at this point, and let's plot out the roof. And right here I'll build up a general shape which will eventually be our cat. Okay, while that dries down a bit, I'm going to add more weight to the top of the sky with a nice concentration of orange. Right, let's make this splodge of colour look a bit more like a cat. I'm going to use a very light amount of ultramarine and start mapping out the body, gently feeling my way. 2 little points at the top for the ears. And a fluffy tail curled up at the end. Now that I've got the shape figured out, I'll deepen that colour, working it through a few areas to define the body, still keeping some of those lighter areas that are sort of absorbing the colours of the sky. And I'll run that colour along the top of the roof where the ridge tiles sit, and over to the chimney. I'll splash some of that colour around the darker side of that structure. Some yellow to catch the light, and a little bit of a suggestion of a chimney pot on top. Anyone who watches this channel regularly will know that I often overindulge on cyan, and today is no exception. Give those dusty blues a bit more presence. A bit of water to blend those out. Now let's go over the silhouetted areas with a nice deep concentration of indigo. I'm going to use that on the chimney first and make general marks, nothing precise, just enough to hint at the basic structure working down the right side and allowing the left to remain lit with those brighter colours. Over the top of the roof, painting in the little bumps of the ridge tiles, again retaining some of the sunset light where I can, making it look as though some of that glow is catching the surface. And no roof is complete in the UK without a TV aerial. I'll pop one of those in. The paper is a bit soggy, so I'll return and finish this when it's dried. Back over to our furry friend. Using the indigo to layer up the shadow detail. My cat has the most ridiculous, silly personality, but every now and again I'll find her sat, gazing out of the window at a lovely sunset, and all of a sudden she looks quite mature and thoughtful, like she's contemplating her place in the universe. In actual fact, I think she's probably just wondering when the next can of tuna is going to be opened. And a few little fine details to enhance the soft texture of the fur. Let's add a bit more Indian yellow into the sky. And over to the far edge again now to finish off the aerial. And there it is, no mistaking where we are now. Okay, great. Time to remove the tape. I'm using very delicate cotton rag paper here, so this will probably, well, definitely tug and tear the paper a bit. I think I'm alright with some rough and ready artwork. And there we have it. A little painting of a cat sat on a roof enjoying a sunset. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.